So now we have to look at the movements out of this defense. So if we are against a left side attack, Rachel is going to be our pretend hitter over here. Okay, all of these people have a movement that they need to make to protect the floor, to play defense. So obviously our middle blocker is going to release to our right side block. What I don't want is a left side who stands at the net. She's not involved in the block. We want her to release off the net inside the 10-foot line, right about here. Okay, the hardest part about this defense, the biggest challenge, is tip coverage, because ultimately, while I like to say everyone is responsible for the tip, realistically in this particular defense, it is her job. And as a left side, she not only has to come play a ball, but then she also has to get out and attack. So that's one of the negatives or the cons of this defense. You have to have a left side that can move, that can get to the ball and play the ball out. Okay, so this is my front row's release. My middle is going to close to my right side. The block is going to take away an area of the floor. Now my back court is going to adjust their position based on that. So out of their base, let's start first with my left side. She's in her 2 and 2. She's going to drop and she's going to hop to this crossroads in the floor. The perimeter defense is called the perimeter because they're playing on the perimeter of the court. Okay, that's how it gets its name. It's a very good defense to play balls forward. So that's something that you need to look at. Your athletes, what kind of athletes do you have? We have good athletes out here. They're quick. They can move forward to a ball. This is a good defense for this team. And we're pretty small out here right now. This is also a good defense for a smaller team. So that's Macy's release. So go back to your base, Macy, and show that to him real quick. She's going to drop, open her hips, hop to that line. Okay, for my middle back, she is going to do two things. I do not want her where she is right now. She's behind the block. So if Sheridan was going to run up to the block, she'd be standing right behind them. The block's job is to get this ball. They're playing defense on this part of the court. So Sheridan is going to align her defensive position. Kayla, will you put your arms up for me? If I were to draw a string or have Sheridan run right up there, which I'll have her do, she would be in Kayla's armpit, making sure she put her deodorant on this morning. Okay, that's how I teach this to little kids, especially because part of volleyball is you want it to be fun. And when it's fun, people tend to learn a whole lot more. So make it silly. Okay, and when you're teaching it to little kids, that helps. You know, you want to sniff her armpit, literally. If Sheridan is not, Kayla, put your hands back up for me. If not in this position, and she can't draw that line from Kayla's armpit to her nose, then she's not in the right place. Okay, so that's her release is pretty easy. She just has to go from here to there. My right side probably has the most difficult release against the left side. She's going to drop, she's going to hop and play this ball down the line. Because if you look at my block, we are giving line. At the high school level, I will say in fairness, there aren't a lot of hitters, left side hitters, that very effectively hit the line. So this is a great defense for high school teams to play because there aren't a lot of girls that are going to hit and swing a hard ball line. If you do play against somebody who can really swing at the line and that's their favorite shot, you can always adjust your block, or if you know your right side defense is very strong, you put that girl on the line and tell her to put her helmet on and dig a ball. Okay, so show me that release. She's in her base. She's going to release on the line. She gets in trouble, right sides get in trouble when they do not keep their foot on that line. Right backs, in particular setters who are playing right back, are notorious for cheating. Okay, and we want them to get to their touch point and be stopped. In defense, I cannot stress how important being stopped is. It's more important to be stopped defensively than to be in the right place. Okay, so if we all went back to our base really quick, go back to your base. Everybody, Kayla, you too. Okay, so everyone's in their base. I want them to show you this release a little bit faster, so I'm just going to slap my hands and I want you to go. Okay, they're in release.